It's time for Word on the Street, where we check in with our panelists and find out what stories they're watching. Ramsey, okay, boomer, you're following that trend.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, boomer is a very interesting term. For one thing, I think it actually applies to anybody over 40. It's okay, boomer,
Yes.
but I think it applies much more broadly than that. I think it's a symptom of a broader trend of intergenerational tension that we're seeing that has a lot of implications economically going forward. Earlier this year, Joseph Sternberg wrote a book called Theft of a Decade, and it talked about the subsidies that are given to the older generations from the younger generations and why that's not sustainable. So you have two issues that are growing. One is that millennials and younger generations may not have the resources to fund older generations. But the very interesting thing is as they gain political power, their willingness to do so may wane. So what does that mean for us as individuals? It's very important that we're very prepared, in addition to being worried about climate issues and other issues, but from a financial perspective, which is where I focus, it's very important that we're prepared for our retirements on a number of fronts. So a balanced diet includes some amount of guaranteed income and includes most of your assets set aside for growth. But none of that works unless you're setting aside the money in the first place. So it starts with a strong attitude.
And do you think that if you have that okay boomer attitude, that it prevents you from making some of those wise decisions because you don't want to think about
or trust a boomer.
Aging or trusting someone to manage
I think
money?
if you were somebody that's contemplating retirement, you want to not just think about what this means for me, but how my decisions or mistakes I make around my decisions might influence younger people in my own family or younger people societally.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.